Hey, what's up, everyone? And happy Merry Christmas Day before. And sorry for the late start. Let me add everybody in. APOC, Merry Christmas, brother.
What's up? What's up?
Mickey Biggs, Merry Christmas, brother.
Of course he's muted, and nobody wants to look at his ugly face, anyways.
What's going on,
And the
brother?
most paranoid man on the face of this earth. Once again, looks like he's bedridden again from his famous mama's house in Halifax, Nova Scotia, with the brass bed that looks like it was in that movie Deliverance.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
What about me? Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you, Pelly. Talk nice and
Unfortunately.
soft so you don't wake your stepdad up.
Yeah,
You must-
damn it.
You must have been busy today, were you, Rumble?
I'm busy all day. Yes, I got a family that I'm cooking for. I got presents that need to be wrapped. You know, I don't know if you know what that's like, but you know,
Ooh. Be nice. It's Christmas time.
I am being nice. He just likes busting my balls all the time.
Well, who doesn't?
So I need to tell him I don't got people to cook me dinner or anything. Once in a while I do. Pelly, it's nice to see you back in a familiar place. You didn't break your ankle again, did you?
No, I'm just here for Christmas.
Such a jerk.
What?
You really are.
Who, Rumble or Pele?
Both of them.
So I'm surprised James Forbes hasn't jumped up on here, running scared like every week. You know he don't want to come on because Bray Wyatt's yet to show up. I thought he would have hopped on, seeing how Kyle O'Reilly shows up last night in AEW. Very interesting.
Yeah, we all of us called that.
Yeah, that was a given.
Yeah, that's a given. It's not a game changer though, like Adam Cole thinks it is.
No, definitely not a game changer. With that's to say the least. I watched.
It will be for him because now he won't be a sideshow.
Yeah, well, I still see it being a sideshow act, so to speak. You know, because Adam Cole is always the Fonz of the whole thing, as I would say, and the rest of the Chachis and you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
All the other bozos of the Happy Days crew. So we have our first Merry Christmas wish, and it's probably from James Forbes. Merry Christmas to all you ball-busting, head-whacking, ankle-breaking, no-mercy bunch of good fellas. Thank you, buddy. Merry Christmas to you.
I don't think that's Forbesy.
Pelly, you're showing us your ankles, huh?
It's
Yeah, they're
too
starting-
intelligent of a sentence.
Yeah, no shit.
For the first
Wow.
for the first time in a long time, they're actually starting to look the same. So I'm
There you
getting
go.
better.
Good for you, pal. Good for you. So it's been a really dead week this week. I think one of the things I did see, and I'm Sunday, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have an exclusive sit down with Jeremy Prophet. Jeremy is a good friend of Hannibal, so he's agreed to sit down with me on Sunday for a special 30 to 60-minute interview, which I'll bring live on here Sunday at some point, probably before the Patriots game. I think I'm looking to do it early. And it was New Scott, who Pelly's very familiar with. New Scott, he's a guy out of Canada that's out there always filming the matches. He's
a promoter. He's an historian, and
yep.
if you
He's
go
like
to any
it's like Sheldon Goldberg.
if you go to any shows here in the Maritimes, he's there taping, and he's
don't insult him like that.
he's you could say Rumble. You could say he's somewhat influential in the maritime scene.
Yep, midnight. Oh, all right. Yeah, I know it's weird. I thought you cooked it with the net and then cut it afterwards. Cooking a pulled pork for my wife's Christmas party tomorrow, and evidently I left the cooking net on, and I wasn't supposed to leave it on. So,
Oh my God.
Merry
Leo Connors.
I think he froze.
we
Yeah.
froze for a second here.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, that's whack. I'm okay. We're back. I got that cool poster today. The Muhammad Ali knocking out Sonny Liston.
It's cool.
So, some people, I know Mike's not big on AEW, but the stuff I know WWE is really based on gimmicks, but I think AEW has some of the better gimmicks now in pro wrestling. Like I watched Orange Cassidy this week, and I'm totally over with Orange Cassidy.
I thought the Orange Cassidy versus Adam Cole match was a real good match.
Yeah.
Very good match.
You see how I'm yawning? That's what I thought of it.
I liked it. I enjoyed it immensely. I thought it was a great entertainment.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought Raw was entertaining. I did. The only thing is Raw cannot let the women talk. That promo that Liv Morgan cut was the absolute most boringest thing in the whole wide world. Becky Lynch is somewhat entertaining, but these girls can't. They shouldn't let them have the mic for longer than 60 to 90 seconds. It should be short and sweet and get the hell out.
Dewdrop and Bianca Belair had a great match too.
Yeah, I thought I said matches. I said the only thing that I didn't like about Raw this week was the promos. I thought all the promos were kind of horrible. That Miz what was it? The rated R superstar Edge's gimmick with
cutting edge.
Maurice was horrible.
Yep.
Maurice.
Well, if you couldn't see that setup coming, then there's something wrong with people.
I'm not even talking about the setup. Just her promo just like dragged. It was horrible.
It's like she didn't know what to say.
Yes, exactly. So, I thought the match quality was real good. I like the fact that everybody now, like, I didn't have time, but I was going to go back and watch Saturday Night Show because I want to specifically watch the part where it's all four. I believe it's myself, Capelli, Mike, and Pelly. And I had said all along during that show that my firm belief was that Bobby Lashley is going over at day one. Now, all of a sudden, Tuesday, I think it was, a post comes out here on the Gorilla Position, and Capelli's putting up like Bobby Lashley's gonna be the man. Now, I said this, and not for nothing, you guys basically thought I was crazy for saying that no, Kevin Owens is going to get the belt because it's his payoff. And like, I really want to go back and watch that part of the show because I'm the one that was firmly behind Bobby Lashley.
I can tell you right now that everyone else did agree that Owens is going over, and you were the only one that said that Lashley's going over. I still believe Owens is going over.
Well,
yeah,
Mike, I thank you very much for backing my words.
Wait, so, and the reason why I still think and strongly think even more now is because him and Rollins are now sort of aligned. So we'll see. I mean, I don't understand why they had to make it a 4-way, but it's whatever.
I like to see Kevin Owens go over. and then Seth Rollins and him get heat somehow. And those guys work a program.
Well, that could happen. I don't see them putting it back on Lashley, unless the Hurt Business all of a sudden becomes a badass group again, which it's too late for that because they clowned them with Goldberg. So
the Merry
I think
Christmas
they're gonna make
is from
Lashley
Leo
a
Connors.
face.
Leo Connors, Merry Christmas, buddy. Leo Connors
I already
tuning in
said
this
that.
evening.
I already said that who it was 10 minutes ago, but you're not paying attention.
I'm sorry, buddy. It's the Alzheimer's.
I think they're gonna turn
Listen, don't-
Lashley face.
You think so?
Do you
Yep.
know? I like that, Mick. I like that, Mickey Biggs.
I think what they're gonna do is, and I said this in a post, that they're gonna turn him face. They're gonna put him over for the belt. Then they're gonna end up doing a three-way between him, Lesnar, and Roman Reigns. Him winning everything and unifying the belt again.
I don't see that. I see somebody making an appearance on day one.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's making the appearance though?
I see Roman Reigns beating Lesnar, and I see the Fiend coming back on day one.
Okay.
Because we all know he's not going to AEW. That's for sure.
Everybody except Forbes.
Yeah, well, because he's an AEW clown. That's why.
Forbes doesn't care where he goes. I read his thing. Like he doesn't care no more. He's done. Blah blah blah.
Well, I do have to give him credit that he did shit all over O'Reilly showing up. So, which is,
What did he have to say? I was busy. I didn't get to see him. I can't believe him of all people shitting on.
He shit on it, saying it was a snooze fest, which it was. It wasn't really a big surprise. And then he shit on CM Punk wearing face paint, which I totally fucking agree. I mean, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
What was that all about? I didn't see AEW this week, but I did see pictures of
that.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Basically, what it's all about is this is CM Punk going this thing because he wore face paint and Sting wore his fists on his face. It was just a kiss fest. That's all it was.
Oh, okay.
And then Darby Allin did it on. I think he did the it wasn't the Crows thing. It was I forgot what it was. It was after the Sting that he did after when he started growing his hair out.
Yeah.
Right.
He did that Sting face paint. So it's just like it was just let's blow Sting for 20 minutes.
It's
I
what
it
Mike
was like
would.
an homage to Warrior or something.
No. I think it was no homage to Warrior. I think it was just, as Mike would say, it was very indie-esque of AEW. It was very indie-ish. It was like to let all the mocks see that, oh, it's Team Sting, and they're all painted up like it.
Yeah.
And I think it had to do with the fact that it's Greensboro, North Carolina, and Sting hadn't wrestled there in almost 30 years or something like that. And it was a huge historic NWA World Championship Wrestling building back in the day that they used to visit on a frequent monthly basis when it was Crockett Promotions.
Crazy.
And the thing of it is, CM Punk looked like a big, giant bozo the clown. He looked just like Forbes.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. It was horrendous.
He did.
I'm surprised Forbes wasn't jumping around loving life.
Oh, he shit all over it.
I can't believe I'm surprised he's coming along in this world.
Well, I mean,
surprised he wasn't doing the 5-knuckle shuffle with that one.
I'm drinking, Biggs, you asshole.
So we'll get on to another topic, unification of belts.
Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes will go over Roderick Strong next Tuesday.
Yeah.
And he's going to unify the 205 in the North American Championship?
Yes. Yeah. That's a given. They're so high on him right now. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up dropping that title soon and end up on either SmackDown or Raw. Which I think would be a mistake because he's not ready yet.
He ain't ready for that yet.
As much as I love Christian, I think he's a great worker and a great talent to be on Raw, SmackDown.
Way too early.
Yeah.
If it was AEW esque the way they run, yeah, he could be on that. But WWE is a man's league. I'm sorry. SmackDown and Raw, like it's a men's league. Like
Yeah.
that's all.
Like you
It's a
said, it's
men's
Hollywood.
league.
It's the A-listers.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. It's Hollywood. You're absolutely right.
So on the Brian Cage front, it looks like his contract at AEW is going to be up in the January, and everyone's saying he's going to end up in WWE.
Where in WWE do you see him going? Does he go to NXT and battle with Braun Breaker, or does he go right to the main
No,
roster?
he's McMahon's probably got the biggest chubby for him, and he's going to be either up on Raw or SmackDown. I mean, he's right up McMahon's alley. Big juice head.
Yeah, but the thing is Vince gonna like some of the moves that he does, his flipping and his.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna stick him in the Performance Center and train him the WWE way. Yeah, I mean that's what they do. Any indie talent they sign, that's what they do. And at this point, I mean, if AEW's doing some good stuff, but they're booking. That's what they're doing. They're giving people dream matches. They're not. There's no storylines. There's it's so I guess from what I saw, Paige and Bryant are gonna go at it again.
Yeah,
Why? Like I don't understand why they're even gonna do that. They already blew their load in that hour match. Like it's not even worth it.
Well, I want to see more after that hour match.
No. Okay.
I
Don't
wouldn't.
you,
I
Ryan?
don't mind seeing more, but I don't want to see the same type of contest.
Right.
I would have
Yeah.
liked to see.
They're gonna have judges at ringside.
I think that's stupid. They should have went with just a no time limit.
Yeah, I'm like so it came out last week that Khan's the only one booking now, and it shows. It really
We're doing
shows.
old school TV time limit.
Yeah, you could tell, in the beginning when they were hot, you could tell it was the talent booking. Like you could tell it was Rhodes, you could tell it was the Bucks. Now it's just it's they might as well just either move Rampage to another night or cancel it because they drew 400,000 people last Friday.
They're moving to Saturdays.
Rampage is going to Saturdays.
It's on Saturdays the next couple of weeks. Yes,
Oh, okay.
not
Well,
being permanently moved to Saturdays.
and then look, of course they should be not even on TV to be honest with you. But anyways,
Well, they gave away the main event already, right?
Yeah,
it's
I
already
mean-
been released.
if Guevara just got that title and he's already jobbing out the roads. Come on,
Cody Rhodes won.
yeah, come on. Like seriously, get the fuck out of here with that.
Like,
Did you
how
guys-
can you be a company and say you tour when you do one show a week?
Really, because everybody was on their nuts in the beginning of the of the year. Now all of a sudden people are turning on them, like I knew they would.
I ain't turning on them.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the marks.
Yeah. I just look at it this way. There's no reason why they can't be running 2 shows a week.
But the thing of it is, and where they're signing all this talent and they're hemorrhaging money. So let's just say hypothetically they sign Bray Wyatt, right? Or Wyndham Rotunda, or whatever.
Can't hear you.
We lost you.
We lost you, brother.
No.
No audio.
That better?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
here you are.
There
Yeah.
you go.
My headset died. Sorry. I gotta
It's
charge it. Let's just say that hypothetically they end up signing Wyndham Rotunda. What are they gonna do with him? Where's he gonna go? Who's he gonna feud with? Like, he's gonna get lost in the shuffle. He really is. So that's why I don't see him going there. I see him going back to Vince, to be honest with you, but I could be wrong.
I've been saying that. I've been saying he's going back to Vince.
Well, I told you the scenario I was thinking of, and I've been saying it all along. There's if you can't get The Rock and you can't get Cena, there's no other surprises for you. Undertaker's not coming walking through that door.
No, not
You
at
know
all.
what I mean?
No, it's got to
And
be.
if
It's got to
and
be
if,
the
and
feud.
if the Undertaker did walk through the door, is the Undertaker really getting the main event match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania?
No,
As powerful as the Undertaker is, like he's been off for 3-4 years. He can't just do that type of match, you know. But yeah, I firmly believe that that's the name. I think the more that you stay away from wrestling and you are a former WWE entity, I think it makes more sense that you go back to WWE.
right.
Like as much as people want to say that there was no interest of Punk going back to WWE, I firmly do not believe that because he would have never have went and worked for even though Fox at the time when they were doing that show, it was depicting WWE talent. If you want nothing to do with it, why would you even put yourself in that type of show?
I
Well,
agree.
So just to counter what you're saying, if you do know, did you watch all the shows or just like some of them? Because he shit a lot on WWE when he was on that show.
Yeah,
Like, a lot.
I think to me, I just thought it was him perceiving to get a character going that he was still CM Punk, the anti company guy.
The
Yeah, no, I
anti-establishment.
think
That's all. So I really never fed into it. I just thought that would have been his gimmick coming back. Vince couldn't have me, and the only thing that got me back was the money and the fans, you know. Vince McMahon, the WWE can suck it. As long as these paychecks clear, I'll wrestle for him. You know what I mean? I thought that it would have been more or less that. Still the hatred for the company.
well, I don't know. It just, I mean, do I believe that WWE didn't even talk to him? No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm sure they talked and they couldn't come to an agreement. I'm sure he still has heat with Triple H, and that's probably the one who called him. So,
I think Punk's the kind of person he doesn't like being told what to do.
yeah,
I think he was tired of getting a script shoved down his throat every week, telling him like do this and do that.
right. But in all reality, he lost his luster. That one big pop was it. And then they've been driving him down everybody's throat ever since. Every week he opens up the show or he's on it's getting boring. You know.
I love how how MJF call him CM Cena.
Well, well, he wasn't wrong there. That's for sure.
No, his hairdo's like John Cena's now too.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I just, you know, do I think AEW is competition for WWE? To a point, but it's an alternative right now that, you know, some people like, some people don't.
So do the Bucks turn face?
Yes.
With the
Yes.
you could see that too last night then.
Yeah.
Or did
Yeah.
you watch
Adam Cole's better off as a heel. I mean, his face run in WWE and NXT with Fish and O'Reilly was good. But
Yep.
you knew he was turning. He was way better heel than he is face.
So does that put Adam Page going back with the Super Elite and being and the Bucks? Does
No.
Adam Page make the 3?
No, it will be Omega. He'll be back. I think
Okay.
it's gonna be Omega. But what happens when they bring the real Bullet Club in? That's gonna happen soon.
They got so much stuff. Like they have, it's they're trying to jam so much into a 2-hour show right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was fully expecting the Briscoes to show up last night at that at the end of that main event.
Yeah.
Nope. So are they? You know, everyone's saying, "Oh, they're going to sign. They're going to sign. They're going to sign." Well, if they're going to sign, they better do it soon because if not, that feud that started at Ring of Honor is going to die out real fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see. I see. I just don't. I don't see the Briscoes like. Oh man, I just don't think that they're AEW style.
Nope. Well, they're indie. They are indie. They're indie darlings, and
Yes.
their style is indie wrestling. So in a way, I do think they'll fit in AEW. But again, if Khan's booking them, he's not going to let them do what they usually do. So
Like I'd love to see the Briscoes versus the Usos. What a match that would be.
Yeah,
that would be a good match.
Yep.
but again, they're not WWE material either. They're not.
They turned down contracts from the WWE on multiple occasions.
Yeah, well, because they knew they would get buried.
Not only that, but they own a land they own a landscaping business in Delaware, and they make tons of money, more money than they would have made on a developmental deal.
Yep.
So their real work in real life was made. That was the same. One of the biggest reasons John Walters never signed a developmental deal because his real life shoot job, he used to make $500 a day. Screw $500 a week.
Yep. You know, and I believe like Walters probably would have been the next. I really don't want to say his name, but I will. He probably could have been the next Chris Benoit. He had the same style, the same build. You know what I mean? He could have been, if not better. But and again, I don't discredit him for doing what he did. He made money on the indie scene. He made a lot of money.
He makes money still now. He was just over in Alaska doing some promotion in Alaska.
Yeah.
That just went on. I follow him on Facebook. The house he just built in Florida is amazing. He has an legit outdoor like kitchen, like a legit stainless steel. Like he's got bucks.
Yeah. Well, what does he do for a shoot job?
I believe he was like an accountant or something like that.
There you go. You know, like Dijak was a lawyer, and he just, he quit everything to be in the WWE. So,
and now he's got the dubious name of Teabag.
Well, I think they're keeping him off TV for a while because that name's going to go away. He's going to come back as this other gimmick.
I hope so.
Dominic Dijakovic.
Yeah, I don't see how Vince doesn't eat him up.
Gotta get rid of that face paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been on TV. He actually has not been on TV in a while. So hopefully that's
no, not necessarily. He was on Main Event there 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but Main Event, not everybody watches Main Event. They go by a lot of what they do is goes by SmackDown and Raw. So I mean,
They put him over on Main Event. I can't remember who he wrestled though.
Like his tag team.
So what's everybody's
in a while either.
What were you going to say, Boogie Biggs?
What's everybody's thoughts on the face turn of Amos or Omos or whatever they call him?
I think AJ Styles is going to go face. I think
be
heel.
I think AJ is going baby face
because he was big. He was major baby face Tuesday night in NXT.
I didn't see the. Why was he at NXT?
Because that crackpot Garrison, whatever the hell his name is, was talking crap about him.
Grayson Waller.
Yeah. I hate that.
Grayson Waller. I got me 2 million followers. That's why I'm a WWE superstar. I can't stay
dude.
I don't even care about wrestling. I'm a superstar.
He's brash. He's arrogant. I think he's a decent heel.
He's the shit in the ring.
He's the shits in the ring, but he does have a good character. You're absolutely right.
So he's the mini-me of Miz.
He's the Australian Miz. Yep. Okay. All right. I like that.
Yeah, AJ was major babyface Tuesday night. So
I didn't see it Tuesday night. I have to check
So
that
is
out.
AJ going to do a little stint in NXT?
they did that to compete with the 2 football games. To get ratings because they were going up against NFL. That's why.
Ah.
Okay.
So I think there's going to be a match between them two, probably. I think they're trying to get face sympathy for him because he's probably going to end up jobbing out to Omos, and he should.
Yep.
Considering the reality of the size difference, he should not. He should be get his ass handed to him.
So is Amos safe to say the next TBS, The Big Show?
If they do it right, he should never have a title.
Yeah.
But he should destroy everybody he gets in the ring with. Giving him a title, it doesn't really make any sense because there's really nobody that can beat him legitimately. Maybe Lesnar and a legit sensitive other being. But, what I want to know is, where does everybody think the control your narrative is going to go?
Wow. Well, I don't think it's coming to WWE.
No.
I don't know. They're picking up steam. They're turning heads.
Yeah, but does Vince let them keep that?
If Vince is a smart businessman, he does, because they're hot right now. They're real hot. And I actually like what they're doing, to be honest with you. And I hate EC3. I always did, but I like what they're doing right now.
But coming to Vince, what if Vince just sees it and then kills it?
Well, again, you have a point.
Been like, I thought I squashed yours. I'll do it again. Control my narrative.
They remind me of a modern day right to censor.
Right, but hear me out. So they're basically against the machine, right? They're control your narrative. Don't let the big corporate control you. It'd be perfect to feud with the WWE in general. Do you understand? The WWE
I agree.
WWE wanted to turn that page and actually shut AEW's mouth for good. They would bring them 3 in and let them run roughshod over the whole AEW, the WWE. Just let them do what they wanted to do.
You know who would be a good addition to that, though, is CM Punk.
Yeah, but if it was a WWE, he's not the voice of voiceless now anymore in AEW. He's not. He's a clown right now. If you went back to WWE, absolutely, that would be the perfect group for him. Those 3 and him as the leader.
Yep.
But not in AEW. And if they go to AEW, they're just going to get lost. AEW has not done anything good with any big men at all. At all.
Yeah, what happened to Miro? I haven't seen Miro in forever now.
Huh?
What happened to Miro? I haven't seen him.
I think he's trying to get Lana in, and they won't hire her.
Wow. I'm surprised they won't hire Lana.
She's a shit. She can't wrestle.
Oh, I'm just thinking they'd hire her just so she'd be in his corner. The whole
everybody could say, "Oh, look, they're copying WWE again." And that's what cracks me up. Like, all these marks and I'm going to stick up for the indie side of it, right? I'm going to stick up for Adam Cole, O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. These people not realize that these guys have been together for years. Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like, they've been a group for a long time. WWE didn't make them a group. WWE put them on the map more as a group, but they've always been a group. They're like the
Freebirds.
Yeah, they've always been Red Dragon or Undisputed Era. Like, it just cracks me up that, like, I see these on some of the mark pages. Oh, AEW is copying WWE by putting them 3 together. No, you fucking ding dong. They've been together for years before WWE. They were brought in as a group to NXT.
In Ring of Honor, I believe Adam Cole was the leader of the kingdom with Mike Bennett and Vinny Marseglia and what's his name there, Matt Taven, and
well, Taven was backstage at AEW 2 weeks in a row, and Vinny was actually being looked at by WWE, from what I understand.
Wow.
But I think Vinny would fit in more of the House of Black.
Yeah. I'll never forget I gave those guys a bunch of crap back in the day when they used to run that when Todd Sopel first came into pro wrestling. Remember when they used to run that backyard promotion out of Good Times?
Now look at them.
Oh, I feel so. I'm such a jerk.
Did
I picked on him.
Prying your foot out of your mouth there, Rumble?
Oh, buddy. But hey, he deserved it. Anybody who came up with the nickname and the reason why he has all them tats is because he copied every single tattoo Randy Orton had.
What are them now, though?
And his indie name was Nero for not exactly Randy Orton. And like you remember that?
Yeah,
like
I do.
And I did. I got so hammered at Good Time, and I went in that locker room, and they had to escort me out because I told that whole locker room off. There was the inner Walter coming out on me and coming out of me. You guys are all trash bag backyard wrestlers, and look at you, Randy Orton's tattoos, and his gear. Like I went so off on all them.
But not for nothing though, you might have smartened him up because now look at his gimmick.
Yeah.
And Taven and Bennett,
Matt Taven goes all the way back to when I first met Todd from Scott W. Allris.
Yep.
Okay. Taven used to do the backyard wrestling.
Oh, I know.
With Todd.
Yep.
The Walrus.
I had a long conversation with him when I was working for NECW. I was working for Sheldon.
Yeah.
And him and I were sitting in the locker room. He goes, "Remember this shit you used to give me for being a backyard wrestler?" I'm like, "Dude, but you took it, and now look at you."
Yeah.
I go, "I'm not. I apologize." I said, "I just didn't believe in it." I used to give Todd shit all the time. And then Todd started training with us.
Yeah.
But everyone's got to start somewhere, I guess, right?
Yeah. That's true.
Absolutely.
Look at fucking Pelly. He's starting from the bed again.
Bedridden Sam.
I love you, Pelly. I'm just busting your balls.
Oh, that's all right.
I really upset that Forbes got on this tonight because I wanted to break his balls.
He said he texted me and said I might be on tonight. He ain't pussy.
You don't want to hear my mouth run. That's why.
He doesn't want to hear me because he doesn't want to hear about the Jeff Hardy thing that I said to him because he's one of them. He's one of them fanboys.
Listen,
that, Jeff Hardy needs to wrestle. We touched about that last week, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Did he work the WWE? Absolutely. Is he a scumbag for doing it? You just don't do it. That's not a written rule of the business. You don't burn your bridges like that. You want out, you ask to be released. Flat out. And again, he could have asked for his release, and they probably said no because they knew he was going to go to AEW. But now he's released, and he can't work till what, May? What's he got, like a 6-month no compete or something like that?
Yep. 120 days they nailed him with.
Wow.
Yep. That was the condition of his release. He can't no compete for 120 days. Do you blame Vince for doing that?
No,
No.
because can I tell you something? I think the luster could go down, and you could honestly see Jeff Hardy back in the ring for WrestleMania if they need the faces, and Vince can come up with a way of
They were gonna let him do
writing
Willow.
around it. What?
They were gonna let him do his Willow character, and he just
Yeah.
wanted out. He screwed him.
It's just amazing. Like they already did all these matches. What made it seem like all of a sudden money was to be made? I just don't understand.
Well, because they're on national TV. You know, they wrestled the Young Bucks at Ring of Honor. Not everybody got to see it. I mean, I saw it. It wasn't that special. So
Nope, it's two kids getting to wrestle their boyhood their boyhood like idols,
yeah, I mean,
basically.
what do you? It's just like I said. AEW has lost a lot of its luster in the past couple of months. You know, I mean, I didn't even watch Wednesday night. I ended up watching the Matrix movie because that's could care less about AEW to be honest with you.
Did you guys see AEW Dark by chance?
I don't watch anything that's on YouTube.
Neither do I.
I normally don't. The only reason I watched AEW Dark this time was there was a match. It was the second to last match. It was Chase Lucas versus Captain whatever his name is. But the reason I was interested in watching it was because Chase Lucas is actually one of Paul Roma and Mario Mancini's guys out of Paradise Alley.
Oh, good. Good for him.
I wanted to. I saw his match obviously when I was at the show here in Connecticut, so I wanted to see. And he put Captain James or Captain whatever his name is over, but it was a real good match. I mean, he did really well for himself on that bigger stage.
See, the funny thing is I have an app, a streaming app that I have, and in one of the folders, if I really wanted to, I could watch Dark. I could watch Dark Elevation, like because the kid has it all separated. I think just right now for me, just watching Monday night, then watching on Tuesday night. I don't really like. I probably watch it on like I haven't watched NXT yet. I'll probably watch NXT tomorrow during the day while I do some things. I watched AEW live only for the simple fact is I knew it was a Christmas show and I wanted to see if they were going to pull anything out of their proverbial hat.
And they Kyle O'Reilly.
And that was I just I wanted to see that.
Well, January 7th, I may or may not be making another appearance at Paradise Alley. We'll have to wait and see how things go.
Oh, cool.
Stop picking on the old man, would you?
No, actually, I was invited there because they may be interested in me managing somebody.
Oh, cool, brother. Cool, brother.
We'll see how that works out.
So, as a wrestling fan, and I'm going to ask this question to everybody, do you think that lately it's been wrestling overload with Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night?
And if you're a true fan, you watch Thursday nights.
Right. Does anybody feel that way, that it's kind of like getting overloaded? And
what, that it's basically this week going to be 6 days worth of wrestling?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Very convoluted.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, does anybody feel that it's just like it's too much lately?
Yeah, that's why I sometimes take a day or two off from watching.
Yeah.
A little bit, but I'm glad I got more wrestling to choose from. Like if you're into certain type of wrestling, you can choose that. Or if you're into a certain type of wrestling, you can choose that. If you're a wrestling fan, that's there. But I agree with Mike. It might be just too much. I don't know if you know what I'm getting at.
I mean, it was like I said, it was great. It was great in the beginning, like because you didn't know what AEW was going to pull. But now it's just AEW is just like even Raw, like even
Predictable.
WWE, it's stagnant. Like the feud with the Monday Night Raw feud with Big E versus Owens and Lashley and Seth Rollins. It's like it's getting kind of stagnant. You know what I mean? And then like that Punk and MJF feud. Like I think that's the only thing that they're kind of like storytelling with.
Yeah.
Everything else is just, we're gonna throw this match out there tonight. We're gonna throw this match out there tonight. You know, and then you got Tony Khan, the clown that he is on Twitter, saying, "Oh, look what we did. What did you do? You indie booked."
Yeah. See, but Tony Khan doesn't hide from the fact that he says he books the television shows because he wants everybody to be excited and walk away feeling that as a wrestling fan they got the most for the 2 hours of watching. So that's why he books that way. Whatever. That's what makes him different. Imagine if Vince would let him take WWE personas and let him book the WWE the way he wants it to be seen.
Right.
And gave you a chance to like watch Finn Balor actually work a 30-minute match with the Seth Rollins, or with an AJ Styles versus like a Finn Balor, or can I say Finn Balor and what's his name there? Oh my God, I'm having a mind fart. Austin Theory had a great AEW style match on Raw Monday night. It seemed to me like Monday night, Vince let a lot of the guys go. It was a very different style.
Well, Tony Khan's blocked me because I abused him too much.
I'd like to see a Big Show Almost match.
I haven't
on TV anymore.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I know.
I think he's training. I think he is training, and I think you're gonna see AEW will push a Big Show versus Shaq match, and it's something that obviously Vince wanted to give for the longest time, and Shaq could never line it up. And I just got this funny feeling that you're finally going to see Big Show versus Shaq.
You'll be seeing me not giving my money to see that.
I understand that, but there are the star-ridden fans out there that wouldn't mind seeing Shaq go at it one more time after he really had an impressive debut. I thought he did rather well for an outside entity.
Well, fellas, I must apologize. It's getting late here in Nova Scotia. And I'm not sure if I'm keeping up my stepfather or not. I heard him cough, so I must say goodbye for the evening. Thank you very much.
Buddy. Yeah, it's 12 there in Nova Scotia. There, eh?
Yeah. Hey.
All right, fella, you have a good one, brother.
And if I had a copy of my book to show you to promote it, I would, but I'm in my room. So,
what's the name of your book?
The Fisherman's Gang.
What again? What's the name of it?
Hold on, Mickey's going to get it.
Oh Jesus!
The Iron Bed.
Look at that.
And Pelly, where can we purchase this book?
On Amazon. Go on Amazon, you can get it. About $12.50 American. You can get it.
Oh, thank you very much. And is it available in hardcover?
Yeah, hardcover, Kindle, softcover.
Is it available on audio yet?
Is it available on audiobook yet?
Mickey's.
Not yet. I had some technical difficulties with my studio, so I'm trying to find a new studio to work in.
Mickey Biggs, you're really not going to read the whole book so this idiot can listen to it, are you?
Absolutely, I am.
What is wrong with you?
Hey, man.
Think of how many other people like myself would actually buy the audio version if it
Do
was.
I have to drive down to Connecticut and slap some sense into you?
Nope.
It wouldn't be the first time somebody's tried.
All right, guys. I apologize for leaving a bit early, but
It's all right, Pelly. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
Charlie.
I'll be giving. All right. Cool. Merry Christmas.
Have a good one, guy.
All right, brother.
All right.
Merry Christmas, Pelly. I'll be in touch.
All right.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
I just realized Mike's name, the Grinch.
There you go. So it's been a boring week in wrestling.
Yes,
I
very
just think
much
it's
so.
I just think it's because of holidays. It's the
Yeah.
holiday week, and like they're just putting shit out to put shit out. To be honest with you,
Like
next week's gonna be a little bit better for WWE because it's a week before the pay per view.
pay-per-view, yeah. I think the only one thing I've seen is finally Jeff Hardy came out and talked about that he was okay. I had seen that. And then the only other thing I seen news-wise was the dude, the guy Hannibal that stabbed that guy up, that there was a few other promotions that canceled his bookings.
Do you blame him?
Well, after hearing him come out and talk about how he justified what happened, that company provided him with the gimmick, and then hearing that the guy never gave him a say, like an Iggy to say that he was hurt, and the mask he was wearing had netting over the eyes, so he really couldn't see what was going on. So to him, he felt that as he was jabbing him with said gimmick, that he thought everything was all right.
Yeah, just like Abby used to think everything was all right as the blood's pouring out of your face.
You know.
Yeah, but
So
my thing is, why didn't anybody jump in the ring?
I think because they did it. I'd be honest with you. Either A, they didn't want to become a puncture wound because nobody had a gun to probably shoot him, or B, they really didn't believe what they were seeing in front of them.
Yeah, but even when he jumped off the ring and hit the guy with the belt that was outside the ring, I mean, he sold that like it was part of the show.
Yeah,
Not like it was something that was, unexpected and didn't know what to do. He sold it like it was part of the show.
That's why I'm wondering if it really was a work.
I say it was.
Okay, so now, and maybe really Hannibal was given a prop that wasn't properly made, and maybe there's heat from the office, heat with Hannibal, and they said, hey, we'll give him the object. He'll get blamed for the misfortunate act, but we really wanted that to happen.
And then the fact that he showed proof that he actually emailed them and said that he quit. And they're saying, oh, no, we fired him. No, he already said he quit long before that came out.
Yeah.
Well, regardless of if it was a work or not, he really messed that kid up.
Yeah.
And again, if you agreed to gig, that's on you. But if you didn't agree to gig and it goes back to the mass transit incident.
Yeah.
The kid never should have been in the ring to begin with. And then he asked the craziest asshole ever in professional wrestling to gig him. Come on.
I would never let anybody gig me. When I gigged the 2 times I did in my life and wrestling career, I did it myself. And Gino Martino was the one that showed me.
I gigged once, and it was not by choice. It was Donnie Rotten freaking potatoed me with a chair and cut me open. I've never gigged ever.
I gigged the hard way too. I don't know if you guys remember Jeremy hit me in the head with a baseball bat.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. But you couldn't pay me enough. Bert Santino offered me $150 to gig. I'm like, no, absolutely not. First of all, his ring was dirty to begin with. Remember that in Worcester?
Oh, he used to have a nasty ring.
Yeah, like you want me to gig in that ring? You're high. I'm never doing that. You got mad at me too. I'm like, I don't care, Bert. No. Bert Santino. My name is Bert Santino.
El Mascarado. Arriba, arriba, arriba.
I don't know. Yeah, wrestling was just boring this week. Like I watched some of Raw. Yeah.
I watched all of Raw. I thought it was a good show. I like the
Raw was
only thing that sucked was the promos. The in-ring promos were totally horrendous.
Well, I mean, again, I was getting up at 4:30 in the morning, so
yeah.
Like
That's
I'm
what I'm
up
doing
late tonight
tomorrow.
because I don't have to work tomorrow. So
Oh, I'm up at 4 a.m. I got a 5 a.m. MMA training going on.
Oh, there you go, buddy.
I've been putting together. My wife bought me an early Christmas present. Build your own smoker out of a trash can. So I've been putting that together.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
I think the most exciting thing I saw in wrestling this week was about John Morrison making his announcement.
Oh, that he didn't go to AEW, went back to Mexico. Good for him.
He's going back to he's going back to AAA.
Okay.
And his wife is sour from getting released. Sour.
Well, it's unofficial, but she's going over to Mexico with him, according to what I read.
She put on weight, though. That's what I mean.
But the thing of it is, even when she was in TNA, she wasn't a good worker to begin with.
No, she's too full of herself.
Yeah, like the whole Mickey Monet gimmick that she was doing was right up her alley because that's how she really is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Extension of her real personal life.
Yep.
But the thing of it is, though, when she had her gear on and that fupa was sticking way out.
So, but so he's going back to AAA, and he's actually, according to the article I read, going right back into the title picture his first match.
He challenged for the Super Championship, whatever.
Yeah, the mega title.
That was announced tonight.
And what type of money does that bring him?
Well, he's popular over there, so he'll make some good money.
Oh, good.
And he'll probably be going back to his Johnny Mondo name.
Yeah.
Johnny Mundo.
He'll never work for TNA again.
No.
Why is that? Why won't he ever go back to Impact?
It was the way they dicked him, the way they treated him the last time, and he just, from what I understand, he's got major heat with Scott D'Amore. So
okay.
Yeah. And Karrion Kross and his wife said that they won't go back to Impact either.
No.
Where does Karrion Kross go?
I think he either ends up in AEW.
Yeah.
Which I think will be a mistake. Or he grew his hair out. Did everybody see that?
No.
Yeah, I saw pictures of that.
Yeah, he's got a full head of hair now.
I almost didn't recognize him.
Yeah, either that or he ends back up in WWE for a lesser rate. But again, he goes back to WWE. Like they buried him. Like he's just shouldn't even touch it right now.
You might see him going to control your narrative.
But is EC3 going to start a company like that, or is it just a group? Because he's with them right now. It's him, Strowman, and EC3.
Oh, I didn't realize he was with them.
Oh, Karrion Kross is with them?
Mm-hmm.
See, I thought that was Buddy Murphy.
No, it's Kross.
That wasn't Buddy Murphy with them in Ring of Honor?
I thought it was Buddy Murphy, too.
I'm pretty sure that was Buddy Murphy in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that was Buddy Murphy at Ring of Honor, but he joined, if you look back at it, he did join Control Your Narrative.
Okay. Well, I know Buddy Murphy was wearing a Control Your Narrative shirt. That was the three of them cutting a promo.
It's a poster of Strowman in the background, Kross in the middle, and EC3 in the front, in the foreground.
Okay. Well.
And the next thing is, does E3 have the money to start a promotion?
Yeah.
Why would you want to though?
Rumor has it Triple H wants to start his own promotion now. I've been hearing that a lot lately.
I've been trying to say, listen, man.
We've
I
all been
know
saying that for the last few weeks.
everybody. I've been telling.
Shut up to both of you.
What's that?
Because I have. Mike. Have I not been saying that the repercussions of what's gone on in the past 6 months with NXT's turnaround and the whole 9 yards with all these releases of Triple H's babies? I
would like to see Triple H start a promotion and take everybody who's been released and start a promotion with them. I would love to see that.
I've been saying this.
I can see him buying Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor is not for sale. I'm going to tell you that right now. They are not for sale. They are coming back.
Money talks, though. Money talks, though.
Nope. They are coming back in 4 months. They will be back by April. I've already talked to a few people we're still under contract from Ring of Honor, and
I know one of them. I'm just saying this: everybody could use financial backing or a partner, especially when you go under. What's to say that Triple H's money, everybody's money is green, especially Triple H's money and his know-how and the respectability that he has right now in the business. And the fact that he's over with all the young talent that's been released, you'd be a fool if you were Ring of Honor not to accept his money and a buy-in.
I agree.
And what's to say that Shane McMahon ain't right along with Triple H?
All right, so here's the $1 million question. Okay, so say he does that. What heat will he have with his father-in-law, and will his wife support him?
Well, can you listen, Mike, how about this? For the simple fact that we're even talking about this and it's true rumblings, what's to say that his wife and father-in-law already don't know about this? What's to say that there hasn't been marital problems in the family?
Oh, no, I understand that, but I'm just saying that there isn't marital problems, everything's fine.
What if Triple H has already said to Steph, listen, I'll give your dad gets one more straw. The next time he fucks with something more that I tried hard on to do, Steph, I love you to death, but I have to think of my own. Like, what if you have to step in? What if she has to support her? She has to stand by her man. Can't stand by daddy forever.
Well, that match between Austin Theory and Balor, that had Triple H written all over it. That was a C-style match.
So, I've been saying this for a while now. I get these thoughts and I run with them. And I just feel that Triple H, if I was Triple H, I would be bullshit. After all the hard work I did with like the past 5 years, cultivating the Performance Center, now it looks like I'm a huge liar to all these young indie guys that they trusted me with their life. And what did you do? I take a basic heart attack, which is probably what he had, and people didn't want to tell anybody. Yeah. And you got what I did, knowing that I can't say anything because my life is on the line if I was to get worked up. Yeah. Like I'd be real. Like I wouldn't care if it's my wife, husband, or not.
Right. No, I agree. It's just I just think that. It's just it's a shitty situation to be in because you married the boss's daughter. You were, supposed to be the next in line, the heir apparent. Now you're not. And now rumor is that The Rock wants to buy WWE with Nick Khan.
The Rock wants to buy the WWE.
That's got some legit steam.
Yeah, because Nick Khan and his sister all grew up with The Rock together in Hawaii.
That's got some real steam, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay.
I can see The Rock buying WWE and changing it all up and putting it back as a wrestling company.
And I was looking at some of the shares that like Shane and Stephanie and Hunter own, and Shane only has 2%. where Stephanie's got 1% and Hunter's got like something like 80,000 shares.
Yeah.
So they're not even in that line of taking over at this point.
Nope.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be shocked. Honestly, he's already the Rock's already bought the XFL from him.
Yeah, and now he's going to make a big mistake by buying that, because you seen what's coming out in April that that Fox Network is jumped behind. That Fox Network is exclusively helping with the resurgence of the USFL.
Yeah, but how long is that going to last, though?
Buddy, it's Fox is funding the money, and from what I understand, the NFL is jumping behind it.
I don't know.
So it's TV money. People want to see football, and if it's done right, it can last.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the pandemic, the XFL would have still been around. They would have been able to finish out that season.
Well, I'll
The
tell you right now,
pandemic came in and wiped it out.
from what I saw, I actually liked this.
Oh, I
version.
did. I liked the new one.
Yeah, the new one, the first one was too gimmicked. I mean, you cannot put Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler in there as commentary. Everybody thought it was work, for crying out loud.
Yeah. So, well, listen, fellas, I think what we covered some good stuff tonight. We talked just basically about pro wrestling tonight. You know,
Yeah.
I think next Thursday evening, I would like to I'd like to just year in review. Let's talk about the biggest things and the biggest disappointments, the biggest barn burning things, and let's just review the year, and let's talk about some good stuff.
That works because I'll be off on Friday and New Year's Eve too, so that works.
Beautiful. All right, fellas. So
You doing that when? Next Friday?
next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yep, Thursday night throwdown again.
What time? Same time?
Same time.
Sounds good to me.
Same time, same bad channel.
Sounds good.
All right, everyone out there in Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, for Mickey Biggs, for the Grinch, the APOC, the BBB, Jason Rumble. We wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and or whatever it is that you celebrate out there. And we'll see you next Thursday evening. Have a great one, everyone.
Later.
Bada
Later, guys.
bing. Later, boys.